Cool. Is this thing on? Classic, like, crazy face. All right, so before we get into drops, you know how Arizona is. It's technical. Sometimes you don't have speed for a drop, and you do need to kind of roll stuff like this all the time.
Yeah.
And this is nothing, right? This is probably, what is that, a foot and a half maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so let's talk about technique, properly learning how to roll stuff, whether it's this big or even bigger. There's like really, really good techniques we can use to roll this stuff and stay very, very balanced. Okay, coming into this, body position. What type of body position am I going to use for this?
Like sitting.
Yeah, ready. I would say ready for this. Yep. So I'm going to come into this in my ready position, which is nice and low, athletic stance, elbows up, balanced in the feet. All right. Now what's tricky about this technique is I'm going to ask you to bring your body weight forward.
Forward?
This is one of the weird things about this, right? Yes, forward. All right. We call this technique the peek and push. Why is it called the peek and push? One, I'm going to be peeking over the edge a little bit. So what that means is I'm in my ready position, and as I come to the edge, I'm going to bring my body weight forward so I can look over the edge a little bit. All right?
Okay.
All right, that sounds really crazy, right? Why would I want to bring my body weight forward?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. All right, our ready position is somewhere like here, right?
Right.
How much room do I have to push here?
A lot.
Pretty good amount.
Yeah.
All right. What about here? If I was forward over my bars?
More.
Way more. Okay, now I'm taking measurement here, and I'm saying, how big of something can I push? You know, about that big.
Right.
All right, so if I see a ledge like this, I know if I come forward over the bars a little bit, I have that much room to push down, and I can stay balanced the whole time. All right, so ready position, I came slightly forward. Now I'm just going to push my tire to the edge, over the edge right there.
Oh.
Now what happened to my body position there?
You sit back.
All right, I really didn't move anything. All right, I'm forward, I'm here, and I pushed, bam. My bike changed positions. I'm where I need to be, because if I was on my pedals here, I would be balanced on my pedals. And then as I come over the edge, my body position would go back, right there. It's a little awkward, but reset your body position to balance. All right, let me show you what that actually looks like.
Okay.
Dude, the peek and push is huge. This is something that seems really simple, but man, if you get this dialed, you can roll some pretty crazy stuff and it doesn't phase you.
Okay.
All right, so coming in, ready position, slightly forward, and then push. Oh! Couple of key things. Remember to stay low. Remember to come forward. So what I'm looking for here is when you're at the edge, your bars are pretty close to your chest. All right?
Right.
Almost pancaked down. And then timing is huge. When do I push? Right at the edge, right? That way my body can stay right where it is and my bike is pushed down.
So as you approach the, I guess the edge, you bring your body forward, and then so get ready for that basically.
Yep. So once you bring your body forward and down, right? I'm low, I'm peaking over the edge. Then you just push the bike, and your body really doesn't move at that point. So in slow motion, I'm ready. I'm forward here, and then push and reset.
Okay. Actually, you can't see the landing here.
I know, right? And this is something that maybe you would be going slow on if you couldn't tell what it was. Once you get to the edge, you peek over, you know that you can roll it. Nice. All right, a couple of things to try there. Slow it down a little bit more so you can feel the movements. All right, slow it down a bit. Find your ready position. And forward. Better. All right, it looked better. The reason that I liked that one better than the first one is when your rear tire came off of the drop, you reset your body position perfectly. Okay.
What was wrong about that?
I want to see a bigger difference between your ready position and your peak position. I want to see you transition into peak from ready. Okay?
From peak to ready. This after.
Sorry, from ready to peak.
From ready to peak.
Yep, I want to see that transition happen instead of you just coming in already peaked.
Okay.
Okay, so ready position, peaking at the moment when you need to look over the edge, and then pushing forward.
Okay.
Try to break those movements down and exaggerate them all.
Okay. All right.
All right. Not bad. Here's what I want.
Not right.
It's not bad. Okay. Is there room for improvement? Sure, but it's really like you have it pretty good. I want lower.
Lower.
Definitely lower.
Both.
Yeah.
Both peak and ready.
Both in your ready and definitely in your peak.
Okay.
All right. So right now what I'm seeing is your ready position's here. That's okay. I'm not going to harp on it too much, but it could be a little lower. And then your peak position is probably like here. Think about bars to chest. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. Get a little deeper into your squat. Get your legs a little bit into it more and come down low. All right.
Okay.
Super athletic stance here. Better. Yeah, that looked good.
Yeah, that feels better.
I think I don't have much to say about that. I would say after you came off, your rear tire came down and you reset, you may have overextended your reset just a little bit, but it's not a
What do you mean?
not a big deal. So what I mean is, all right, you came in, you were ready, it looked good. You definitely came nice and low for me. Bam, you hit that perfect. And then when you reset here, you came a little bit too far forward.
I see. I
Yep,
see. Yeah,
just a little bit.
That's how it felt like.
Yep.
Too. Just let me try one more thing.
Yeah, you got it. Perfect. All right, I loved it. It looked good. It felt good?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Okay, that's the peek and push. Again, how big of a ledge can you peek and push? Well, that depends on how close you want to get your bars to the chest and how much room you have here, okay? So keep that in mind. What's a couple of limiting factors here? A, bottom bracket clearance.
Right.
All right, you get to one that's a certain size and you may hit your bottom bracket or your chain ring right on the rock.
Right.
So how would I fix that? How could I adjust what I'm doing to compensate for this? All right, one thing you could do is instead of pushing your tire here, push your tire here, okay? That's gonna extend your wheelbase off of this a little bit and give you a little bit more room or clearance. Does that make sense? Like, for example, if I was looking at my bottom bracket clearance here and I came here, all right, that's kind of closer to the edge. If I was to push my front tire out here, it's gonna give me a lot more clearance there.
I see.
Kind of get my bottom bracket
Makes
away
sense.
for it. All right, so when we start to do that, we're actually starting to get into our drop technique.